Hello, I'm here today at the schoolhouse in the little hamlet of Hope Mansell, which is a couple of miles south of Ross-on-Wye. The property sits on a little no-through lane. That's the top of it there, with just access into those two fields. And you can pretty much see the bottom of the lane down there, which goes onto the main road that runs through Hope Mansell. That is also a no-through road, so it's very, very peaceful here. Just the odd sound in the distance. Very, very quiet. So the original schoolhouse was built around 1850. As the population expanded, they built an additional school classroom there. That is now the village hall, so it doesn't form part of the property, but I just wanted to point it out, obviously being next to it. It's a small community here. The village hall is probably used, I think they counted 14 times in the average year, or last year or something, so not much more than once a month. Excuse me. So let's take you inside. Oh, you might be able to see that the property it's got a lovely roof on it. That roof was completely redone at quite a considerable cost by a renowned company locally that does a lot of churches and cathedrals. It really is a bit of a work of art. They reinstated the belfry and the bell, which actually rings as well, which is very nice. So, approaching the property, we have some stone steps into the original through the original school door into the porch. Solid stone floor into what is now the main lounge for the property. So originally the property was a school building, the schoolhouse, and the headmaster's cottage next door attached to it. So the school closed in around 1950. It lay dormant for a while, and the schoolmaster's cottage was then occupied from about 1980, and the current owners bought it and brought the schoolhouse into part of the residence in around about 1990. They fitted, or they built an extra floor into what would have been a large open classroom, and took it to what it is today, created what it is today. You may notice that we've cut the steps here. Current owners decided to put to raise the floor level up, just to take advantage of the views from the windows, which were quite high with the original floor in here. So we've got solid stone floor down there, wood flooring up here. That is a gas-powered stove, so it has the wood effect, but it's actually running on gas. Now I'm going to take you through into the kitchen. Kitchen breakfast room. This kitchen was completely refurbished in about 7 years ago. So we have an oak kitchen, Corian worktops, induction hob, sink and drainer, two ovens over there, one of which, the top one being a steam oven, space for a fridge freezer, built-in microwave, and lots of storage space. There is a back door over there which takes you to the side of the property, or the rear, depending on how you want to approach it. So through here into this little inner hallway we have a sizable utility room, stacks of storage, the boilers out here as well, big sink here, plumbing for washing machine, etc. WC, and through here another little room. Has been a little bit of a breakfast room. This side being east facing, gets all the beautiful morning sun. And we've got the Velux windows up there, so a really bright room on a sunny morning. So now we're going through towards what would have been the schoolmaster's house. That's where it joins, basically, where we've come through. Wood burning stove there. Behind that curtain there is actually another access through to the garden. This would have been the front door to the schoolmaster's house where he resided. The door is not really required these days, so it's become a handy office space, study. This would have been the schoolmaster's lounge. It now serves as a nice snug sort of winter lounge, I suppose. Reproduction Victorian fireplace there, and gas fired fire there. Now there's a proper chimney behind there, so you could open that up if you wanted to. So up the main staircase, again we're still in the schoolmaster's side of the property. Lovely features with the windows in here. Through into what is currently used as the master bedroom. West facing, pleasant views over the surrounding fields. This was once a bedroom, but it's currently being used as a dressing room with a lot of fitted cupboards. If you wanted a fifth bedroom, this is plenty big enough. I think you could get a double bed in here if you took these wardrobes and units out, but a very nice dressing room. This is the bigger of the bathrooms on this floor. South facing across the garden. Nice big double shower. A little bath. So we're now going to cross through into the additional space that the current owners created above the old schoolhouse. So we're now above the kitchen, and we'll progress across the sitting room shortly. So we have two bedrooms on this side. I'm going to call this one bedroom 3, but in reality bedroom 3 and 4 are very similar size. East facing view, so you'll get the sun in the morning. Bath with shower over. Similar size to the last room. This will be bedroom 4. We're now above the sitting room where we entered the property, in the top of that spiral staircase that you might have spotted. And this is bedroom 2, the second biggest room, I think. Nice feature window there. And now we're going to go back down this second staircase to the main sitting room. Unfortunately, I didn't consider the fact that I needed my shoes by the back door to take you outside. So, excuse the slight detour. So I'm now heading back into the kitchen, and I'm going to use the door off the kitchen to take you out to the garden at the rear. I should have pointed out when I was in the kitchen that there's double doors here that take you out to this little sun terrace. So being west facing, that's going to be a lovely little evening sun trap there. Okay, let's take you out through this back door. Here we have a driveway, and there's some gas bottles here as well. These gas bottles are powering those two gas fires, the gas stove and the Victorian reproduction fire in the other smaller sitting room as well. The main heating, however, is on oil. So just to point out, over the side here there is a gate going to a field. I think you can see from that it's not used as such. So that goes into that little breakfast room and steps up into the garden. Mature trees. This is January, so this garden is looking obviously at its worst this time of year. I'm going to show you this workshop actually. Has its own electricity supply out here. Really good space. I'm not going to go into room measurements on this. The idea of this is to give you an idea of what the property feels like. But I will just guesstimate the size of that shed. Is probably, in old money,